Welcome back to Predator's Reptile Center. Today we're going to show you how to set up an enclosure for your brand new crested gecko. We supply everything that you're going to need right here at Predator's Reptile Center. So this is going to be your spread when you get home. So we're going to dive right into it and get started. It's going to start with a tank. So we're going to open that up. I like to take the screen top off while I'm setting up a tank. It just makes things a little bit easier. So we're going to set that aside too. Open up this glass door. So let's start with the substrate, or the dirt. We're going to open this up. Now you want to put just enough in there to get up maybe 2 inches or so. You don't want to go super deep, that way it won't spill out of the front when you open it. But you also want to give him enough to dig around just in case he needs to find a little bit more humidity. Now we'll start with the sticks, or the branches. I picked these two out. You can pick out whichever ones you would like. We've got a whole selection here of Predators. So we're going to kind of set one like that. Maybe we'll come in through the top with this one. Kind of make an X shape, just like that. Then we'll take the foliage, or the leaves. We'll throw some of this in there. We're not going to use that suction cup. Kind of open it up. Drop that in there. I like to start it at one of the tops and then kind of drape the leaves around throughout the cage to give it a tree-like effect. Now, crested geckos are nocturnal. They like to hide in trees when they're sleeping during the day. So if you don't give them enough places to hide, it'll actually stress them out, and they're not going to do too well for you. So that should give our little baby enough places to hide in the leaves. Last but not least, let's open up this gecko ledge. Now what this is going to do is give us a place up in the treetops that he can eat from. Crested geckos are really neat because you don't have to feed them insects if you don't want to. So if you don't like insects, crested geckos might be the one for you. They eat a powdered formula, which is this stuff right here. It's a powder that you mix with water. You want it to be like a baby food consistency. You just put a little bit of it in the dish about every other day, and he'll actually just live off of that perfectly fine. So we're going to take this and, well, let's put it on this side. And then we're going to move it a little bit towards the tree there so we can get to it easily. There we go. So there's our gecko ledge. And then we can put the top back on. Now, crested geckos are another great option for you if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on heat lamps. You don't need any heating device. Here in Arizona, the general house temperature gets well in their range, so you can just leave them at room temperature and they're totally fine. However, if you do want to light up the cage, we do sell these LED strips. They're made by Lifeguard. Let's see here. That's what that looks like, and you can just place that right on top like there. And now we're ready to introduce him to his new home. Come here, little guy. He's got some nice Dalmatian spots on him. And so we're just going to place him right in there. Enjoy your new home, buddy. Now let's go through and break this down as far as pricing goes. Crested geckos usually range from $80 to $100. They can go up from there, but typically around the store, you're going to see them for $80 to $100. As far as the complete setup goes, this is somewhere around $200 or so. So if you're going to come in and want the full setup, including the gecko, plan on spending $250 to $300. Crested geckos make a fantastic beginner pet. They're super active at night because, once again, they're nocturnal, but they can be tons of fun for kids and adults of all ages. They're easy to care for, and they just make an amazing pet. So feel free to stop by Predator's Reptile Center and pick up your Crested Gecko and your enclosure. See you soon.